All my family and friends have been very accepting, and it didn't really change anything in my life.
Yeah, when I told my mum and dad, it wasn't quite as good. Didn't really talk to me for a while. Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle really because I'm quite close to my family, so it was quite hard.
I think I had crushes as a teenager, but I was a bit in denial. I went out with boys. They never really lasted more than 3 or 4 months because I just got bored. I think I just at the time didn't realise I wasn't bothered because I didn't really like boys. And then I went to uni, and that's when I realised, I think, and it was a more open environment at uni rather than at school. I'd say I was definitely gay or lesbian.
I've only had a proper long-term relationship with a woman. And my dad said, well, I was looking forward to walking you down the aisle, like expecting me not to be able to get married. My Auntie Debbie and Nan ringing me saying it's fine, like it's still our age. My mum's Catholic, so she struggled, but she's good now. Really good.
For them, a girl and a girl or a boy and a boy is, because it physically can't happen without help, they just don't see it as something that would happen. I think your mum got her head round it by, she even probably now would say, my Rachel isn't a lesbian, she just fell in love with a girl.
I just look at my family and know how lucky we are really having like 2 girls.
I've never looked at them and thought, oh, my girls are missing out. A few people may have just asked the question like, oh, do you not think they're not going to grow up with a man in their life? Although Millie sees, for example, Disney, oh, that's the mummy line, that's the daddy line.
Yeah.
And she says mummy and daddy, but she's never actually said to us, who's my daddy? We're going to be completely 100% honest with both of them about where they've come from and how we created them and how much we wanted them. It's because not all children are brought up knowing another child until they get to school, maybe, that has same-sex parents. Rachel's nephew actually asked when we were with them once, who's Millie's daddy? And his mum said, oh, Millie doesn't have a daddy, Millie has 2 mummies. And he just said, oh, I want 2 mummies, that's not fair. And that kind of made me think, do you know what, like, that's from a child, because childs think of things so simply. There's nothing wrong with what we've done.
I think in this generation now, I wouldn't be surprised when she starts school if there's another same-sex couple like that have got children at that school in that year maybe.
I wouldn't say I've experienced any hate crimes. We've had, like, times where we're out or we might be holding hands or we might kiss when we're out and people have passed comment like, oh, that's disgusting.
I think as the generations are changing now as well, it's more accepted, isn't it?
Because if it's not directly affecting your life, what's the problem?